Duality is the newest dungeon in Destiny 2's lineup. To access Duality, you either need to own the Witch Queen Deluxe Edition, or you can purchase the dungeon key from the in-game store for 2,000 silver. Once you have access, you can unlock the dungeon by visiting Hawthorne and picking up a quest from her. You can now launch Duality via an icon on the moon. The core mechanic for this dungeon involves the use of a bell to transition between the normal realm and a nightmare realm. You can easily determine if you are in the nightmare realm as it is all red, and red is the spookiest of colors. You can safely transition into the nightmare realm without being near the bell. When leaving the nightmare realm, your team will need to be close to the bell when the transition occurs. Failure to do so will result in death. With the bell mechanic explained, let's jump to the first boss encounter. Begin the encounter by shooting one of the bells to enter the nightmare realm. Doors in each of the four corners of this arena will open. You'll need to check each room until you find yellow bar scions named standard bearers. Defeat the standard bearer and a standard essence will spawn in the room. The standard essence will correspond with one of four symbols that you'll see throughout the dungeon: axes, war beast, chalice, and sun. Pick up the standard essence and note the symbol to which it corresponds. 2 essences will be available to pick up, and you'll want to be quick about it due to the nightmare collapsing timer, which will wipe your party if it reaches 0. You can reset the timer by returning to the normal realm. Before you can use the bell to return to the normal realm, you'll need to find 2 nightmare bell keepers and defeat them. My team divided up the roles with 2 people searching the rooms for standard bearers and the 3rd person hunting down the bell keepers. Once your party has picked up both standard essences in the nightmare realm, return to the normal realm and find the matching symbol in one of the 4 corners of the arena. Deposit the standard essence and the door behind the symbol will open. Kill everything inside the room and remain in that room. The other player holding a standard essence will follow the same process. After both rooms have been cleared and the team has divided up between both rooms, shoot the bell to transition back into the nightmare realm. You'll immediately be swarmed by enemies named Vision of Gahlran. Defeat all of these enemies and the door back into the main arena will open. As soon as both teams have cleared their rooms, you'll receive a message stating Gahlran is vulnerable. Quickly run into the main arena area and damage Gahlran until the nightmare collapsing timer pressures you back into the normal realm. Remember that if it reaches 0, your team will wipe. That is the entire fight, and you'll repeat this process until Gahlran is defeated. During the Unlock the Vault encounter, you'll fight 3 nightmare bosses instead of 1. Much like the Gahlran fight, you'll travel to the nightmare realm and pick up standard essences, which will be deposited in the normal realm. After the encounter begins, 2 symbols will be visible in the center of the arena. In each of the 4 corners of the arena, there will be a small wall with a symbol on it. Split your team and have 2 people find the wall symbols that match the symbols in the center of the arena. The 3rd player will hunt down and defeat the bell keepers, then shoot the bell once the symbol finders are in position. A staircase will spawn behind the symbol wall in the nightmare realm. The symbol finders will run up the stairs and clear all of the enemies in the area. Once all enemies have been defeated, a standard bearer will spawn. Defeat the standard bearer to spawn a standard essence, which the player will acquire. Just like the Gahlran encounter, your time in the nightmare realm is limited. Defeating a standard bearer will extend your timer by 10 seconds. While the symbol team has been grabbing the standard essences, the 3rd player has been clearing the bell keepers. All 3 players will converge on the center arena and use the bell to return to the normal realm. Back in the normal realm, the 2 players holding standard essences will deposit the essence at the corresponding symbol. This will make the nightmare boss vulnerable. Quickly take the boss down and the next one will spawn. You will repeat the same process until 3 nightmare bosses have been defeated. If a player holding a standard essence dies, simply return to the normal realm and deposit the 1 essence that is currently being held. You can now travel back to the Nightmare Realm to obtain the second essence again without penalty. This mechanic applies to each of the boss encounters throughout the dungeon. The final boss fight in this dungeon is against the Nightmare of Caiatl. When the encounter begins, 2 symbols will spawn in the center of the arena next to the giant chains. In the 4 corners of the arena are balconies with symbols above them. Find the balconies with symbols matching those that spawned in the center of the arena. Just as with previous encounters, my team split up with 2 people hunting symbols and the 3rd person hunting down bellkeepers. Once your 2 symbol hunters have found their balconies, use the bell to transition to the Nightmare Realm. A standard bearer will spawn on each of the 4 balconies. Kill the standard bearer that matches the symbol you were hunting. Do not kill the other 2 standard bearers, as that will result in your nightmare collapsing timer to drop substantially. The correct standard bearers will spawn a standard essence, which the symbol hunters will pick up. After both standard essences have been acquired, quickly return to the normal realm and deposit the essences at the corresponding symbol. After depositing a total of 4 essences, the chains in the center of the room will glow red. During this time, adds will continue to spawn in the room. Take this opportunity to build up supers and to stock up on heavy ammo. When ready, shoot the glowing part at the base of the chain to trigger the DPS phase. Caiatl and your team will transition to the Nightmare Realm. At this point, timing is very important. Caiatl will run to each of the 3 bells in the arena. If you fail to stun her, she will withdraw from the Nightmare Realm and the DPS phase will end. You will stun her by determining which bell she is running to and shooting the bell just as she arrives at it. The process my team followed was for 2 people to immediately pop roaming supers and clear out all the bellkeepers. As long as the bellkeepers are alive, you won't be able to shoot the bell to stun Caiatl. The 3rd player determined which bell she was running to and called it out. All 3 of us would converge on that bell and stand in a circle around it. As soon as she got near, we'd shoot the bell to stun her and then hit her with everything we had. It's very important for your team to be in the circle around the bell when it is shot. If you are in the circle, you'll receive a buff named Waking Resonance, which enables you to do full damage to Caiatl. If you do not have the buff, you'll be able to damage her, but at a greatly reduced rate. She will remain in a stunned state for around 10 seconds, after which she'll run to another bell. Repeat the process of stunning her until all 3 bells have been used. After the 3rd bell, she'll return to the giant bell and all of you will transition back to the normal realm. That completes the process. You'll repeat until she is defeated.